The court didn't rule in their favour, and it wasn't the decision these campaigners hoped for. But it is one which they believe will send a message nonetheless.
Today's judgment has been fundamental to exposing the extent of UK complicity in Israel's crimes against the Palestinian people, rallying public support and working towards justice for Palestinians.
The case was about whether ministers had broken the law by continuing to supply fighter jet parts to Israel, even though they acknowledged there is a risk they could be contributing to the violence in Gaza. Overall, it was found to be an issue for the government and Parliament, not the courts. The UK says ending the sale of those parts would put national security at risk, not to mention its obligations to its NATO partners. But campaigners told me there has to be accountability.
The global arms supply chain is complex, but government has shown in other situations a willingness to act in complex situations when they believe that there are important human rights and international law obligations that the UK needs to meet. And I would say that we expect the UK government to act as clearly in this case in relation to Israel and Gaza as perhaps they've acted in some other cases.
The UK government is keen to stress that it is constantly reviewing its arms export licences, has sanctioned Israeli ministers, suspended free trade negotiations and is reviewing its cooperation agreement with Israel. But for those campaigners behind me, it falls far short of what is needed. It comes as protesters elsewhere took a stand against a proposed ban on the pro-Palestinian group Palestine Action. 18 of its activists appeared in court following damage to 2 British military planes carried out in opposition, they said, to UK support for Israel. A judge granted an urgent hearing on Friday to try and prevent the group's banning from coming into effect. And while fans gathered for day one of the famous Wimbledon tennis tournament, so did demonstrators, urging organisers to drop Barclays as a sponsor due to the bank's business ties with Israel. Meaning from courtrooms to tennis courts, there is growing frustration that despite its strong words, the UK, they say, just isn't doing enough. Victoria Innes, TRT World.